everyone, welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Vivian Rose, and this week's episode, we're going to be talking about how to deal with burnout, what to do when you feel it, and how to prevent it. So let's get right into the episode. First off, we have our Monday motivation. These are our opening segments that I love to do to help you guys and all my girlies on their week. So first we have our Monday motivation, which is actually a really cool quote that I found. It's from Arthur Ashe. It is, "Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can." I love this quote so much because honestly, it really just gives that motivation to be like, hey, it does not matter if my circumstances right now don't allow me to be able to do this or do that. I can be able to do this with what I have right now. So if you feel like that you can't perfect your skincare routine with the products that you have already, just use what you can right now and watch different tutorials on your products that you have right now so that you can try to perfect your own skincare routine. You can perfect your own makeup routine. You may not have the 10 out of 10 products, but you have some products in your room. You can look up different makeup tutorials. You can just try what you can and do what you can do right now in this moment with what you have. So I really love that little quote. It really just helps for amazing Monday motivation. Let's hop right into our new segment with my dad, things you can't Google.
Sorry for the delay. I do apologize, but without further ado, number 2. So number 2 is get smart. So there's nothing worse than being stupid. To help your life work out, you gotta have some ideas, a little spunk. You have to have the information. I have a few techniques that I use for myself and I will share them with you. Keep a journal. Getting good information, listening to lectures, listening to good podcasts, picking up ideas from smarter people. You must keep up with the process of learning. Never stop learning. For knowledge, even if it's just for 30 minutes a day, just set that aside. In a very short period of time, you'll be in a new direction and become the type of person that you want to be. If you read the books, apply the knowledge, and learn from your experiences, you can do whatever you can do to get the information. And you will be sure to be smarter than you were last year. And since you stayed to the end, I do have a surprise for you guys. Talk to you later.
Hope you enjoyed this week's little segment with my dad, and let's get right back into my opening segments. Next is our fashion icon of the week, which is Karl Lagerfeld. I am a huge fan of Karl Lagerfeld. If you don't know who he is the creative director of Chanel. He did pass away, which is very sad, but he is still an amazing fashion icon with his brand. His team is doing amazing with his brand. Literally, he was the fashion icon himself. Even though he made Chanel a fashion icon, he was the fashion icon himself. He was known for his signature white ponytail, his fingerless gloves, and just his high collar shirts. And you probably have seen some of his things. The Met Gala was even Karl Lagerfeld themed once, so you may have heard about him but not have seen his looks and all of his purses and stuff. I have so many of his purses. My family loves him. My family has like so many of his bags and stuff. I have his bags. He is literally amazing. I love his style and I love just his brand in general. It's so pretty and I just feel like it's such a classy, timeless look. So I'm a huge fan of Karl Lagerfeld. I feel like he is truly, truly, truly a fashion icon. Next is our quote of the week, which is from Franklin D. Roosevelt. "The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today." And I love that quote so much because it just truly helps you to realize that my limit of being amazing tomorrow are my doubts of right now. So if I'm doubting myself right now, then I'm setting myself up for almost failure tomorrow. So it's really something to remember that I need to be able to believe myself. I need to be able to truly, truly, truly know that I can do this right now. So tomorrow will be even easier. Next is my weekly recap. So recently, I've just been going shopping to Sephora and Ulta a lot lately. I've been trying to save my money though because I've just been spending so much money just like unrealistically and it's just ridiculous. So literally I went to Forever 21, but honestly I justify this spending because I went to Forever 21, the entire store. Tell me why the entire store is 50% off. I was like, I have to buy stuff. So I bought these really cute baby tee fitted type of shirts and they were just so cute. I also got a Olivia Rodrigo Guts World Tour shirt today and I'm just, oh my god, I'm so excited for that shirt. It is so cute. I'm so excited to wear it, honestly. And then also I got what else did I get? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm ordering the new Rhode. Well, it's not new, but it's coming back in stock. The Rhode lip tint, and I'm getting it in the shade Toast. I've been waiting for it to come back in stock so I can order it. I am the most excited person ever for that. Also, I've been reading so many new books. I've been really getting out of my book rut and just really reading so much recently. It's been one of my funnest and just one of my favorite hobbies ever right now. Also, I've been writing a lot of poetry. That is one of my favorite things. I've really been in my YouTube game. I've been like planning and recording a lot of YouTube videos, and I've just been really doing amazing this past week. And just these past few weeks, I've been growing a lot over YouTube, which I'm so grateful for. So if you have not checked out my YouTube channel, please be sure to go check it out. Next is our journal prompt of the week, which is, what are 3 small victories you've had this week and why do they matter to you? Make sure to journal that prompt because it's very important to journal every single day. You can learn more about yourself. Lastly, before we get into the actual episode, is our psychology fact of the week, which is the halo effect. I really feel like the halo effect is something that everyone should know about. So the halo effect refers to the tendency to judge someone's character based on one specific trait that they have. So for example, if someone is physically attractive, we might automatically assume that they're also intelligent or kind just by what we know in society. So I really feel like the halo effect really plays into a lot of our different daily motivations today. If we see somebody who may be really pretty, we're like, oh my God, I bet they're so sweet. I bet they have so many friends. I bet they have the cutest room. I bet they have the best music taste. When honestly, we don't know anything about that person. We just see what they look like and we draw all these conclusions, and that's called the halo effect. So I really just like to teach you guys a little bit of psychology in every single episode, but without further ado, let's get right into the episode on dealing with burnout. The first thing you need to do when it comes to dealing with burnout and trying to get over it is spotting when burnout is happening. You need to make sure that you know symptoms that you are feeling burnt out so that you won't start to heal your burnout before like it already gets like on 10. And you don't want it to just make you feel tired all the time. You don't want to just like dim your whole sparkle. You want to be able to look out for signs like zero motivation, feeling meh about everything, and just generally being over it and over school, over life in general. And if that sounds like that's your vibe right now, it's time to take action and it's time to actually catch this burnout head on, because burnout is very terrible. Like, I honestly hate it. It makes me just like feel so sick, and it's just I literally hate being burnt out. So I'm gonna be telling you exactly how to get over burnout and to prevent it from happening so often. But the first step is actually figuring out the signs that you are being burnt out. Number 2 is to dig deep. So I want you to channel your inner detective, your inner Nancy Drew, and figure out what's causing this burnout. A lot of times it can be from different things like work, life, just stress. It can be anything. It can be school. If you work while you're in school, it could be the stress of trying to balance the two. If your mom is telling you to spend time with your family while you're trying to work and go to school, that can be a lot of work as well. Whatever it is, identifying the root of your burnout is the first way to get over it. Next, when it comes to burnout, is to actually make sure that you are handling it like a pro. The first step when it comes to after reflection and realizing that, hey, I'm burnt out, you have to make sure that you're giving yourself a break, a chill pill moment, literally. You want to give yourself permission to hit the pause button and just take a moment to just vibe with yourself. Just acknowledge your feelings and own your struggles. Like, okay, I have burnout because of this, that, and that, and that's okay. I'm going to get over this burnout. This burnout is not going to take me down. What I'm going to do right now is take a break, because your body is craving a break when it's burnt out. When you feel like you're burnt out and it's kind of like, oh my God, I need to go ahead and get this done. I need to finish this. No, your body is craving a break, so give yourself a break. Your body shouldn't have to go through all of this just to get a break. Shouldn't have to go through the whole phase of burnout just to ask for a little extra sleep one morning. You need to make sure that you are listening to your body and hitting the pause button when you truly, truly need to. So I want you to take a minute just to hit the pause button, take a break, sleep in a little bit longer, get the extra rest, acknowledge your feelings, and just really, really sit down with yourself. Journal it out if you need to. Talk to a friend, talk to your parents. This just type of self-reflection time is crucial. It's like that girl boss moment. Every movie, when all the girl bosses are winning, they have to think about, I am doing this wrong right now. I need to get back up and become an it girl. That is your moment right now. This is your movie. Next is pamper time. So I really feel like when it comes to having burnout and after you rest, you really need that time to be able to get back in the groove of things, but not like head on first fearless. LOL, Taylor Swift joke. But like, you don't want to just be like full on, like I'm going cold turkey on this. You want to ease back into it. So while you're easing back into it, you want to make sure that you are taking time for yourself. You're having a little self-care time. I want you to treat yourself and create rituals that make you feel like $1,000,000. It could be a bubble bath. It could be a face mask. It could be a date with your favorite book. It could be reading a book all night long, drinking your favorite tea, making some iced coffee, going to Sephora and getting that lip gloss you've always wanted. Anything that will truly, truly, truly treat yourself, because you have been through a lot, girl boss, honestly. When it comes to burnout, it is not easy whatsoever. It takes a toll on your mental and physical health. Whether you know it or not, it takes a big toll on you. So you want to make sure that when you have burnout, you want to make sure that you're taking that self-care time, you're taking that time to relax, you're taking that time to do what your body is craving. So let's bring back those good vibes by just pampering and just being in the good spirit and good moments right now. Unplug the drama. So sometimes you just got to break up with your phone. You got to break up with social media. You have to just take a break from the digital noise. Go offline for a little bit. Just delete all your social media apps. If you need to, just mute all of them. There's a way to do it on settings. And just let your mind do its thing. Trust me, it's a game changer, because when you spend less time on your phone, more time in books, more time journaling, more time just with yourself, it truly, truly, truly puts you back into the headspace that you were in before you were comparing yourself, before you were in burnout. It really just helps you to know yourself more. Get to know yourself more, and not just the self that you have on social media. It's getting to know who you really are. You can take a break from all of this. You can take a break from talking to all these people on social media. You truly, truly, truly can just have a break from everything. So I really recommend unplugging and just taking a break. It does not have to be like a full month break. It doesn't even have to be a week. It can just be a couple hours. It could be a day. It could be 2 days. It can be whatever time works for you. Next is squad support. So don't be shy to spill the tea with your best friends or your parents or somebody that you truly, truly trust. Make sure to trust who you tell, like I said, because you don't want to just tell people everything. You don't want to share what you're going through with people who may use that in a bad way. So make sure to only share these different things with people who you truly, truly trust, and they'll never do anything like turn on you. They have no reason to turn on you, like your parents. They have no reason to do that. What are they going to get out of that? But anyway, most likely if they love you, they're going to shower you with love, and sometimes a fresh perspective is all you need. If you're having burnout and you tell your friends, you tell your parents about, this is what happened and I really don't feel good about this burnout, then what they're going to do is give you perspective. They're going to tell you how they feel about that topic. They're going to tell you a different approach on how to fix that, one that you may have not even thought of. So I really feel like it's very important to get different perspectives from other people. Next is real talk goals. So I want you to break down your tasks after you've done all the self-care, after you've had the break. I want you to get back into it. You're going to break down your tasks into bite-sized goals so that we don't get burnt out again. Setting realistic goals just really keeps you from feeling overwhelmed and kind of just that burnout feeling again. So what I want you to do is write down everything you need to do in your journal. It could be in your notes app, your journal, wherever you write things down. Once you write down everything you need to do, make sure it's kind of like in a little organized section. So if it's school, put a subheading school, and then everything you need to do under school. Work, everything you need to do under work. If it's family life, everything you need to do under your family life. Make sure that you are organizing it, so by the time that you are about to knock off all these tasks, it'll be more organized and more easier to complete. So after you write all of your tasks down, I want you to actually look at these things into bite-sized goals. So if I want to make sure that I pass this semester, well, let me just make this a smaller goal. If you want to make sure that you pass your exam next week with let's say a 20 out of 20, then you want to make sure that you are putting in that time now to study. It could just be 10 minutes a day, because like I said, you don't want to get overwhelmed, you don't want to get burnt out again, but you really want to make sure that you are taking that break that you need, and not just like feeling like you're working for an hour straight, when really you don't want to get back into that burnout headspace. You want to make sure that you're taking the breaks when you're studying. You don't get like studying for like an hour at a time, because honestly, no one can truly focus for like over an hour, and that's just my little experience, but I never can focus over an hour. So try to make sure when I'm studying, I only study for about 45-minute increments, and if I can, an hour. Then I'll take a break and then I come back. So you want to make sure that you're taking those breaks when you need to when you're studying. Just breaking down your goals into like different bite-sized actionable steps that you can take. Next is no drama boundaries. So I want you to learn to rock the power of saying no, because being a people pleaser is so not in. You don't want to be a people pleaser. What I want you to do is to remember that you can say no, and it's not a bad thing. It does not make you the bad guy. It's not make you the supervillain. You can say no. I want you to draw some serious lines between work and school and just your alone time, because you don't want your personal time to be taken away just because of school and work. Your personal time is sacred, and burnout is not invited to your personal time. You want to make sure that you are getting your things done that you really, really want to do for yourself, and then make sure that you are doing the things that you need to do as well. Next is mini breaks. I want you to schedule those really mini breaks that I really love. It can be stretching for a few minutes, taking a quick walk, or just vibe with some music and just listen to some music, journal a little bit, drink some tea, dance around, really anything, because I feel like little breaks can really help you to prevent from getting that burnout again. So if you just take a break every so often, like when you're done like doing a task, anytime you like complete something, just taking a quick little break can really just help you stay on top of your game. Next is squad goals. So I don't want you to try to be like a lone wolf. I don't want you to try to be like hot and mysterious all the time. I want you to make sure that you actually delegate the tasks. So if you're working on a team project, don't take it all on yourself. I know it can be really hard because you want to get a good grade, but honestly, this is a team effort. So I want you to make sure that you're delegating the different tasks to all the different team members and all the different people who actually need to help with this thing. Next is boss babe learning. So I want you to keep that brain of yours on its toes. And I really love anything about the brain. So this is like literally my best thing. And so I love constant learning. I feel like picking up new skills, chasing after your favorite hobbies, it's just the secret key to keeping things fresh and exciting into your life. So just remember that when it comes to burnout, you're not alone in this. Many people go through burnout. I go through burnout, but any times that it happens, you can always come back from it. It's never like you're in a deep pit and you can't come out. It's always something that you can come back from. It's always something that you can prevent and something that you can stop from happening so often. So by following these steps, hopefully it can help you to get out of your burnout rut. Hopefully it can help you to not get burnt out so much recently. And I really hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please be sure to leave me a podcast review and a rating, and please be sure to share the podcast with people who you feel like may need this. If you know someone who's currently burnt out, please be sure to share with them, because this could truly help them, and we are all about helping each other grow bosses. So I really hope you enjoyed the episode. Be sure to follow me on my social media platforms, which will be linked in the show notes down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.